witch has the power and it is witchy hour, so you better off elsewhere tonight. Witch among us, and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Away, away, away. Just stay out of the witch, 'cause she's up to no good unless you're prepared for a fight. 'Cause the witch has the power and it is witchy hour, so you're better off elsewhere tonight. Oh,
And the home of the Jets.
Why is the mic muted? You have one fucking job. Unmute the mic when the song finishes. It's not hard. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Off the Grill podcast. Back here for another. And against my better judgment, I'm pretty happy, pretty excited about some news that I've received. We've received it en masse. It wasn't given to me. It's not my news necessarily, but be that as it may, something that I've been campaigning for a long time has apparently come to pass. Ladies and gentlemen, the McRib has been fucking given its last rites, and it's on the way out. And for a lot of you, I'm sure that's a Mick disappointment. But for me, it's about Mick fucking time. It is the nastiest fucking sandwich of any fast food chain ever. Fucking here, now, and in the future, nothing will be as gross as the fucking McRib. It's like barely pork. It's not a rib. It's a fucking riblet, which is like fucking, it's just pressed shavings. It's disgusting. It tastes awful. It's a different bar. Listen, McDonald's has a great barbecue sauce. So why change the fucking anything about it to put it on this fucking abomination? You know, and pickles are disgusting. I don't like that long roll. I don't like the old long roll chicken bullshit sandwich from Burger King. It's foolish. It's fucking foolish, and I'm glad that the nonsense is done. We're done with this tired fucking thing. Oh, it's so yummy. I love it. Oh, it's just delicious. It's like having a whole rack of ribs. It's just delightful. McDonald's makes the best rib sandwich. The most blasphemous sentence. McDonald's makes the best rib sandwich. That is awful. But even just the idea of a rib sandwich is disgusting. Like a spare, like if you're fucking taking spare ribs, or like even the beef rib, I see like fucking all of the stupid videos I see on Instagram are like, look, we slow roasted and slow smoked this bone, big old fucking cow rib. Here it is, and now we're gonna yank the bone out. Like there's not all this fucking awful cartilage garbage still attached to it that you have to bite into. It's fucking stupid. But hey, I wasn't born yesterday. Um, so shit's gonna happen. Obviously, it's gonna go away. It's forever. It's gonna. They do the same thing. What, yearly or bi-yearly with it anyway, where they go, "Hey, it's back, guys! You fat fucks! Now hit every stop in the fucking country." As we roll this out regionally for some reason, it's 2022. Just roll it out nationally. And hey, if it's so fucking good, why isn't it on their menu full time? It's because they realize, okay, if we put this out for 2 weeks, we can make money on it. If we put it on the menu year round, we're going to lose money on product because no one really likes this fucking sandwich. But I feel that as much as I'd like to let myself get caught up in the idea that, hey, it's all gone, and I don't have to hear about these fucking losers pretending this is like some second coming sandwich. And this is directed right at you, Sack. You motherfucker. Obviously, like they're gonna fucking just, oh, we're never bringing it back, guys, and then they'll bring it back. It's what they do. It's the Mexican pizza all over again. That is another thing that nobody ordered, nobody talked about until Taco Bell took it away, and they knew what they were doing. Hey guys, all right, since you complained, we'll bring it back. And then they brought it back and it did numbers. It's the same like that fucking Popeyes sandwich. When the chicken sandwich, when they first rolled that fucking thing out, you couldn't get your hands on one. And then that shit slowly, okay, I've had it. It's pretty good. It's nice. It's a nice sandwich. But it's fine. I'm going to Popeyes. I'd like a bucket of something because I'm a fat American hog. And I need my trough of food. And then the other companies started rolling them out, and I think KFC might have a better one. McDonald's is dog shit. Their chicken sandwich is like an abomination. I think like fucking I've had better gas station chicken sandwiches. Truthfully, just in all honesty. I'm not trying to be funny because that's sad. It's nothing funny about that. But the winner of that bunch is the Chiking sandwich from Burger King, and that's something backed up by many a person. I know I said it. Jay the Stingray confirmed it. I think Dame Drops has confirmed it. Review of the Week has confirmed it. Somebody let Review of the Week know I'd like him on the show. We can just stare at each other into our cameras awkwardly. Interesting little guy he is. Some kind of a salamander. But yeah, so it looks like get one while you can, because this is the McRib farewell tour. McDonald's writes on the website, enjoy our famous pork sandwich as if it's your last. I hope it's everyone's last. I hope they poison them and everyone that eats one dies. Responses to the news on social media ranged from cynical to outraged. Oh, fuck, Bill Oakley. That shit. So they got a tweet from Bill Oakley, former writer for The Simpsons. I think he was like fucking lead showrunner maybe at one point. I don't remember, but let's take a look before we head on. TV showrunner and the Gordon Ramsay of fast food. Okay, so he's doing shit, I guess, since he's left. Twitter's a thing with him. But anyway, his tweet says, news, something. I know that I recognize the name from The Simpsons, but do you believe this farewell tour, in quotes, is actually the end of the McRib? I have a Mexican pizza and a Wingstop chicken sandwich and Brooklyn Bridge to sell you. And then some random man named Grant Thomas says, at McDonald's, please be joking with this farewell tour for the McRib. And he's got that like sad-eyed emoji, like the I'm about to cry one. Sorry. Crud. It's good to know my girlfriend doesn't watch this show anymore. It really does make me happy. I'm going to start airing grievances. I really don't have any right now. You fat cunt. My fingers. We're okay with having to say goodbye for extensive periods of time, but forever shouldn't be part of that. Yes, it should. Faggot, shut up. Are we far enough in? Can I say faggot? Nothing else good. Who gives a shit? The McRib originated in Kansas City, Kansas in 1981. Huh. Weird. It's almost like the country's got worse and worse since the rollout of the McRib back in 81. I don't think that's a coincidence, folks. There's a bigger picture here, and we're not seeing it. Oh boy. Well, that's that bullshit. Let's have enough of that, huh? Okay. It's good to see you guys back here again. There's some manner of people involved. 14 minutes in, those faggots will slip in just fine.
The faggot of the opera.
Just like that one.
God damn it. Faggots. Oh, you know, Jessica. So what's up, man? What's up to you? Not man. Oh, Christian Hanahara in the house. Dan Shine in the house is R.I.P. Tristan Nash and Leslie Jordan. It's Orlando Jordan's late grandfather. Oh, Orc 145626. Dick's hot for Harambe. Dan says they missed me this weekend at the old Scarefest. Big T. Oh, Billy Beans says I sodomized Harambe. And I know that's true. Brian Trash is Lord Steak. Dan has a question that I'll start up. Dan says you have to put it in your mouth first. Slowly. You gotta suck it slow. You gotta suck dick slow. And asks why the McRib hate, because it's disgusting and fucking, I hate it. They're nasty. They're fucking nasty. They were nasty when I was a kid. They were nasty. I tried one fucking either the year of or the year before the pandemic. Garbage. Absolute garbage, and I don't give a goddamn. Billy says, McRib, you mean a slab of processed pork fat drowned in barbecue sauce with pickles? Yep, that's the pile of shit I mean there, buddy boy. Dan says, call it what you want. It's delicious. Dan, you're a retard. I didn't want to have to say that to you, but after this display, I have no choice. Big T says the McRib is the closest thing to having Mickey James in your mouth you'll ever have. If that's true, I'm fine not having Mickey James in my mouth. Old Piggy James. Big T says I don't think it will ever go away, but I'll grab a couple. Dan asks, question, thoughts on the Ghost Pepper Whopper? I actually had one of those on Friday. And it's a nice looking sandwich. Like, it looks cool. It tastes fine. I'm not a big ghost pepper fan, but luckily you don't get a lot of that like weird dead kind of like this is a thing that should not be type like fucking aftertaste that you get with ghost peppers and the Carolina Reapers. But it was good. Overall, it was a little tighter and easier to eat than a regular Whopper. It's just not, fucking a gallon of ketchup and mayo on it. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's a sloppy sandwich to eat in that regard. I'd definitely get another one, but I don't go to Burger King too often. Big T says Popeyes is doing full turkeys this year for Thanksgiving for $94. They've done that for a while now. I've never bothered. It's probably a decent meal. I think I watched. I think Dame Drops actually fucking pulled that home once. Pulled that home, brought that home, and did a video on it. I don't know. Oh, real talk for Orc. Or I guess for me, right? It's mine. A little hard Mountain Dew. We got a Baja Blast on this one here. Which, if I remember from when I cracked these bad boys open the last time, this is the second best of the bunch. Yeah, it's definitely good. I'm getting more of the Baja Blast in that than I did the last time around, too. That's nice. That's real nice. Big T says that Ghost Pepper Whopper is one of the best Burger King sandwiches they've come out with. He's addicted to it. I think they're fucking. So they have one now. Their Big King now is not nearly as good. They had when they first put them out a couple of years ago. I think it was 2016. It feels like it had to be. It was just like fucking. It was like 2 Whopper patties with 3 pieces of bun. You know, all that fucking the Big Mac sauce and shit. Like I think that's their stacker sauce. It's the same goddamn thing, or damn close, regardless. Which, by the way, those fucking BK stackers from back in the day, like the early 2000s, those are my jam. A fucking quad stacker and just ruin the rest of your day. Times were simpler back then. But I like the fucking the Big King. The Bacon Kings are phenomenal. I know like 1 or 2 people that say they prefer that to the Baconator at Wendy's, but I mean, I think that's nuts. Baconator's a fucking top tier sandwich. Billy Bean says they bring it around every year. Used to have to monitor the TV commercials before I smothered my father-in-law to death. There was a fight over getting McDonald's for dinner. Jamie Haas says hello. Hello. Dan says they probably said as well to you. Fuck you. I don't hate everything. Hiya, Bobby. Big Crack Rock in the house. If it was out too long, people would realize it's TV dinner quality meat thinly disguised as barbecue sauce. Dude, fucking thank you. I know I've eaten fucking pork rib banquet TV dinners. I hated them. They're the worst one. Shout out to the chicken tender and chicken nugget one. So, I mean, they're not good, but they're good somehow. I don't know how. I don't fucking understand it. Like, because they're just kind of spongy. They more taste like black pepper than they do chicken. Dan says it's better than a TV dinner. Again, Dan's a retard. Dan Shine is a retard. That shirt's up now at offthegrill.store. And Dan says hit that thumbs up. He's a retard, but he's a smart retard. And that's what I appreciate about Dan Shine. Squirrely Dan Shine. Because we got to pump these numbers up. Last week's episode did not do well. I have a very low standard, and it managed not to get over the bar. And that's views, that's likes, that's all that shit. I mean, it happens. Every fucking video is not going to knock it out of the park. In fact, most of them won't. And that's fine. You just got to live there. I do this because I like it, not because I'm trying to fucking pull anything off. Obviously, I went away for what? 2 months, 3 months? What are you going to do? At least I remembered to at least I remembered to shut the Patreon down so nobody got charged for nothing. Sorry, I gotta text someone. Let's get through these fucking comments so I can get back to the matter at hand. Big Crack Rocks is incorrect, and I'm gonna say, oh yeah, it is. It is at Dan. Big Crack Rock is right about most things I've found. Dan says Wendy's might be the king of limited run sandwiches. Yeah. Christian, I hope I sound better now, you fucking beautiful young man. Big T says Wendy's brought back that pretzel bun burger, which is pretty. Yo, that is one of the best fucking sandwiches of all time. I agree with that one wholeheartedly. That's fucking. That was a badass sandwich. I didn't like fucking anything from Wendy's. I really had limited experience, which was why. But I didn't have any real fucking connection to Wendy's until I had that sandwich. And listen, it didn't make me cry or anything crazy like that. I mean, who cries over food? But like it definitely like, all right, Wendy's is acceptable now. We can go to Wendy's. And then, Jonathan Bombastic in the house with more retardedry says, fuck you with the McRib hate. But good to see you, Stakey. Well, it's good to see you, Jonathan, even though you're a blind follower of bad fast food sandwiches. Hardcore country. What an awful fucking song that was. But Mickey James's TNA attire was fucking A-OK. Jonathan says, handsome sandwich. Steak sauce. Did I say handsome sandwich? Somebody go back and clip that for me. Send it to the Twitter. At steak sauce OTG. Old Dave Vanderhoff 66. Hello. Good to see you. We don't see you there very often. Here very often. Somewhere. We're somewhere. We'll get through this. Christian says Lay's salt and vinegar chips. Fan? I am a fan. I like them quite a bit. Me and my youngest sister. Youngest one that I have any contact with, I guess I should say. But regardless, I don't know. That side of the family doesn't exist, so who gives a fuck? Like, that's her favorite fucking chip on the planet, last I knew. She crushed him as a kid. And I read along with her. Like, that was a staple buy. Gotta get the salt and vinegar if you're getting chips. Dave does not like the salt and vinegar chips. Ben Grimm in the house says Pub House pretzel burger is king. Jamie asks, cilantro tastes good or tastes like soap? See, that's one of those things where, like, there's no real right answer to that. For me, it tastes good. I do like it. I hated it for a while, though, because one of my great aunts came up. Aunts. And she married a Mexican man. What the shanda! But, so she lives in Florida now, which is where she met the Mexican man. He's a cool guy. But she learned how to, she fucking learned how to cook all the shit that he likes to eat, So she came up here after my grandmother, I was 16, after my grandmother had gastric bypass or one of those fucking things. Might have been a sleeve. There's all kinds of those surgeries now. She had that done. So she came up here to kind of help take care of her, along with my great grandmother and shit. They get shit prepared and kind of make sure I wasn't doing anything too crazy. And she just made all kinds of fucking out of this world Mexican food, and it's fantastic. So my mom got in the habit of making she wanted to, I'm just as good. And my mom's a good cook. Not a great one, I'm better, of course, but she's a good cook. But she's like, well, it's just that thing. Well, okay, well, that's not so good. I could do that too. And she says she liked it, but I don't buy it. She made this fucking fresh salsa with so much cilantro in it. That's all you could taste. It does. You'd never know how hot it was. It was just straight cilantro. It was a real bad time. She's tempered the use of it, but I fucking hated the word cilantro. Made me shiver for probably 3-4 years. But now it's back on the menu and it's lovely. Billy, and I never got a soap taste out of it, but Billy says cilantro light use tastes good. Too much tastes like soap. Which, yeah, that's just like that's a genetic thing, apparently. Like, there are just people that only register that as like a soap taste. Jamie says she loves street tacos. I love the tacos anyway. I can get them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, I can't write a poem. That's not good. I'll just do that. Maybe that'll be nice. Isn't this professional? Jamie loves street tacos. I like street tacos. They're not my favorite. You know what? That's one of those things where I really am very, very much just one of the American version's better. I like the American definition of tacos. Meat, cheese, lots of veggies, sour cream, sauces, all that shit, man. Load it up. Well, avocado, maybe. That's part of veggies, I guess. But good old Jay Stingray in the house. What's up, Jay? Jeez, it's almost like a little Scarefest reunion in here. Oh, all the fun guys. Big T says I'm just waiting for the pretzel crust pizza to come back from. Oh, fuck, dude. I need one of those. So that pizza is so good that it will cancel out a bad time. I went to Altoona, Pennsylvania, because it was the closest place that the Michael Graves band played to Buffalo at the time. This was 2015. So we took a 4-hour drive, me and John from the Scarecrow Show. Made the trek in my new to me, like 2010 Elantra. You know, like I bought it from a dealer not long, less than a year before, maybe about a year. Everything was in good order. Everything was, like, it was all still under warranty. Like, it was under 100,000 miles, under 10 years, obviously. So that fucking crazy Korean fucking warranty was still intact. And we get down there. So a couple days before the show, I hit a bird. Like, a giant bird flew across like this back road, like backwoods road. And, you know, it didn't do any damage. Like, it might have cracked one part of the grill, but nothing crazy, nothing at all. So we get down to the show. Everything's fine. Show's cool. After the show, we pop into a Little Caesars, grab one of those pizzas. Oh, no. That was before the show. But regardless, I love that fucking pizza. It was great. It's so salty because a lot of times they'll make those pretzel buns and not salt them. And, you know, that's a wrong move. But it was salty. The fucking nacho cheese sauce was great. Pepperoni, cheese, all that shit. It's a great pizza. It's so good. Like, it's not fine dining by any fucking stretch, bitches. It made me feel things. You know, and I don't feel too often anymore, guys. So after the show, we started driving home, and like the shit's not adding up. Things aren't working. There's different lighting things that aren't working. And then eventually just like the radio and the lights all just shut off. Everything stops working. And the car just like eventually does. Like we just, oh, well, let's not pull over. We got to get as close to New York as we can. This was my buddy's thought process, not mine. But I'm like, fuck it. He's driving. He's probably right. Because that way it's going to be a little less. I'm thinking about the number now. I mean, well, at least that'll be a little less money for it to get towed. The price of a tow is outrageous, by the way. I don't think they should be able to charge so much. So what? Perhaps you help someone sometimes. Not me. I know what my time's worth. Oof. So it turns out, whatever, everything blew. It turns out the feathers from the bird got into the alternator and like seized it up. So like, and then like it fucking killed the battery. Everything just fucking died, And then us pushing it, so like once all that shit's not working, like when all the radio shut off, the fucking radiator also stopped working. So the engine just fucking it went like it was blue. Like we don't see that like I know it happens. Like that's the mechanics. Like I know it happens. I've never seen it. The engine was blue. Which is kind of wild, I think. But it cracked the head gasket, everything. It was an off. It was like a $2,000 thing. And I got saved on the tow because a family friend fucking took her husband's truck. We drove down there with a U-Haul fucking hitch and like fucking trailer thing and drove it back ourselves. But it's rough, man. It's rough. Fuck, there was something else I was gonna say about that. But it was my first encounter with the Pennsyltucky character archetype. Just middle of Pennsylvania, which is, firmly northeast, but he talks like this. I didn't say it was cracked, I said it was blowed. He blowed the head gasket, not cracked it. Because the man on the phone, because he towed it to his shop, and then he did the repair because it was there. We didn't know what else to do with it. So he repaired the alternator, and then that's when we found out there was all the fucking motor damage. Because if it was cracked, we probably could have drove it back to New York. It would have probably taken fucking 6-7 hours, but, pulling over every fucking 15-20 minutes to let it cool off or whatever. Or if they go, whatever the fuck. But that it didn't end up being a thing. So we had to make 2 trips to come get the car. Because the one was to drop me off and come back. And the next one was to tow the car up. I can't tell a story. I just lost track, man. Lost track. You guys are talking about those fucking gay McDonald's buckets. I'm ashamed of each and every one of you. I want you to know that. Well, Jess, Cable Channel 11. Sorry I'm late dropping by. It's been a long day driving. Yep. Well, hey. You want to go play without me, you suffer the consequences. Dave says Halloween is coming up too fast. I'm getting depressed. It's too soon. I don't know how you don't have time to be depressed. All those new things you got to make for your yard every year. Dan said we had awesome Mexican food at Scarefest. Dave, who hasn't been around, asks Halloween ends, good or bad. I fucking loved it, dude. Like, I know, like, man. I was real hard on the last one and had no expectations, which is maybe why. I feel like expectations are largely what has shaped my opinion of fucking kills and ends. I had super high expectations for kills and was just gravely disappointed. Rock bottom, nothing expectations, and fucking like I wasn't, I'm gonna clap. I'm gonna stand up and clap in the theater or anything, but it was an enjoyable rewatch. Like I gotta watch it again Thursday. I'm going with the Scarecrow boys, and I'm excited for it because I know what I'm going to see, and I like the movie. Yeah, still working on. I'm still fucking kind of taking notes and shit to do a talking horror on it. So I'm not going to get in it. You want to take a look at last week, Dave? Scroll through, see if you can find where I talk about it. But long form, still, I've all my shit's not out. I don't think I've fully formed my thoughts on it yet, so that'll be coming. I'm kind of excited to do it, so it probably will actually get done. I've heard that before. Christian says, rank the Blumhouse trilogy. That's easy. Number 1 is Ends. Number 2 is 2018. And number fucking 74 is Halloween Kills. Jamie ate Mexican every day. Billy says, all them veggies. Oh, you mean a taco salad? I mean, yeah, who doesn't like a taco salad, man? Throw it in that fucking fried little tortilla bowl thing. Brian says, diet pizza. What's going on here? Dave says, kills ends 2018 is his order. He says, people need to have New Jersey pizza. New Jersey pizza is pretty good, man. Buffalo pizza's better. I'll die on that hill. I've had both. I can make that call. Like I think Dave, you've probably not had buffalo pizza. You should change that. Dan said we had a New Jersey bagel debate at Scarefest. New Jersey bagels are the fucking best. Fuck New York. Fuck Manhattan. It's all New York, man. It's all New Jersey, baby. Jess says they were great. The Jersey bagels. Dave says New Jersey bagels rule. It's the water. Yeah, man, I don't know what it is. I think it's just the fact that they're fresh. Like you can get fresh bagels. Like if you live in a spot where you're getting like fucking, oh, what the fuck are the brands name? Like was it Lenders or whatever the fuck? Thomas is making bagels too, right? So like you don't know what you're missing. Like I didn't think it mattered. I like bagels fine, you know. But being where I'm from, bagels were a conduit for cream cheese. You know, sometimes butter if you're poor or in a pinch. But New Jersey bagels, there's so many different varieties and they're fucking amazing. I didn't know that you could have a salt bagel. It's one of my favorites. And I knew I've had blueberry bagels before, but I've had amazing blueberry bagels in New Jersey. Blueberry bagel, green olive cream cheese, fucking blow your hair back. Brother, I had one, I swear, for about 30 seconds, I had a full head of hair flying back in the breeze. Billy says insurance alone cost me $1,000 a month for my old tow truck, not counting fuel and driver pay, truck maintenance, etc. I didn't know that. I guess I'm guessing there's a pretty high premium on being a tow truck guy, but still, it's expensive. Like, you know, not saying unjustifiably so, just it's a matter of fact. Cheska says I have them buckets. Jesus, disappointed. Oh, Jessica's from New Jersey. I don't know if I knew that or not. The bagels are the shit, man. Jess says I begged you to come, Sauce. Well, someone else begged me to come too, and she's much closer. Also, I just didn't have the money, to be fair. But Jamie says she loved ends too. That's good. It's worth loving, man. Kills does not rule. It fucking stinks. Listen, I screamed easily. Mind you, I didn't have to stretch for time. I never do. But, you know, the quicker the better, in my opinion. I screamed for an hour into this fucking camera. And the hate was flowing so freely that I didn't have many cuts to make because it was all just fucking free flowing. That movie sucks. It's a piece of shit. Other than the fact that it looks good because there's, you know, enough money pumped into it so that there's competence from the competency, which is, I think it's competency from like the fucking people behind the screen on the technical side of things. But fuck that movie. Fuck it hard. Fuck it forever. Jess says the trip was damn near perfect except for the few that couldn't come. If they had sauce in quotes, it would have been perfect. Well, we'll have to do something some other time, I suppose. Dan says you can't beat a proper taco pizza. That's spot on. Man, Dan is a real enigma. Knows about the fucking magic of a good taco pizza. But wants to defend the McRib. Dave says, I love all slasher movies for the slasher and the kills. That's why Halloween Kills is the shit. Fucking A, yes. The movie sucks, though. Everything around it sucks. Like, what was one of the few positives I actually had for that movie is that, yeah, a lot of kills, very brutal. That's fun. And that's kind of what I was hoping for. But all the faggotry around the kills, and I'm not talking about the Johns when I say faggotry. That's just poor writing. And in a way, stunt writing. I wouldn't say stunt casting because fucking Michael McDonald's a character actor. I'd say probably not used as much as possible, but I think he's prolific enough on Mad TV that it's kind of like, oh, okay, Mad TV guy, we get it. Jamie says kills does rule. Shame. Someone from Western New York could be so wrong about something. Breaks my heart. Hey, isn't that Devon Graham? Because we're having a birthday in the house. I don't do birthdays anymore. I'm a Jehovah's Witness. Brian Trash asks, what I think of New York City pizza? It's fine. Buffalo's still better. And I think I do prefer New Jersey over New York City. Like, man, anything I've had in Manhattan's been fine at best. I don't know. I mean, there's 1.2 billion fucking pizza shops there, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Or not that it doesn't matter. My opinion doesn't matter because I haven't had everything. And hey, I don't know why it does that. That's weird. But yeah, like it's like I said, maybe I just haven't hit the right spots, but New York City pizza hasn't really done it for me. Whereas I've had several spots in Jersey that are great. The Taco Brothers in Belleville, Ralph's in Nutley. I liked Hollywood Pizza over in where the fuck was that? Wherever the Reno's warehouse is, Reno's Appliance. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. No, I should have. They're good people. I like them a lot. Fairfield. That's where it is. I'm sure there's a couple others that I can't think of. Oh, we're making Devon Graham hungry for bagels. Christian's a Jersey bagel believer. Dan says Lauren should have the blackmail material Scarefest video up tonight. Yeah. So check that out when that fucking lands. Go over to S'mores and Doors and check out Corey's video from the weekend. Brian Trash says Jersey bagels may be good, but Jersey still sucks. Hey, fuck you, Brian. Jersey's the best. I'll fucking defend Jersey to anyone. I miss it. I'm never going back. I'm never moving back. I should go visit soon, though. Dave says eggs bagel. I think he means egg. That's a good type of bagel, too. My favorite bagel spot down there was Goldberg's in Hackensack. Is it Hacken? It's close. Fucking on Route 17. Everyone's just yapping to each other. Let's see. Maybe we can get to the bottom of this, huh? Oh, Big T. It's one of the worst things in the world. He says, is there anything worse than burning your mouth on an overly hot pizza pocket? Son of a bitch. Yeah. Those little Totinos, some bitches, they can get you. Oh, there's Gypsy Warrior in the house. It's good to see you, brother. God damn it. Fat-fingered retard. Oh, jeez. Dave says, with Taco Brothers rule. But Gypsy asked about LA pizza. I don't think I was in LA long enough, or anywhere in California for that matter, to get pizza. Yeah, because we booked it right after the fucking show at Whiskey A Go Go. We booked it back to Arizona. I was starving too. I was pissed off. So I had to drive. Driving in LA is kind of shitty, especially in Hollywood. Dave, oh, he already said that. Ben Grimm says Portions has the best pizzas in Connecticut. Dude, I've never been to Connecticut. Like, I've driven through it. We never stopped anywhere for pizza there. I've heard that. Like, the whole fucking tri-state area's got some fucking pretty good shit rolling. Billy says I'm in the Midwest, so I avoid the pizza talk as you should. As you should, but you know, like Jim Cornette needs to take your fucking lead on that. But he says, but for pan, I like Rocky Ricocos, not so much bread. Yeah. Oh boy. Devon Graham says I'm a whore for s'mores indoors. Oh. Well, apparently Lauren's Scarefest video is up, but do not watch it till I'm done with you people. Billy says s'mores video made me feel better about my weight problems. God damn. That's fucking. Billy goes hard. He has no choice but to do just that. Jamie with some very smart fucking phrasing. The best pizza is in Western New York. It's just the way it is. Christian says Hacky Sack, New Jersey. Come on. Apparently, Big Crack Rock went to Scarefest and nobody knew it. He says, yeah, I was walking around 75% drunk for 75% of the time. Yeah, Dave, Gypsy had to change his account. I don't remember what happened. I think he got locked out or something. Or maybe he got raped by the Russians. Gypsy burned his mouth once with those cheese melt things, but they're just so delicious. I gotta have them. Oh yeah, buddy. Jess says LA pizza in general is nothing special. You never hear anything about it, so I'm not shocked that's the answer. And Jess spent ample time there to come up with that fucking conclusion. I think you could call him a fucking, an expert on the situation. But he says there was a spot in Hermosa Beach that had some great greasy slices. Christian says the best pizza is in my ass. Gypsy says I heard Portland pizza makes you see things. What have you heard about Washington, D.C. pizza, guys? Huh? Brian Trash asks, does anybody like Chicago pizza? He does not. So I've had Chicago, like, I don't know, flat crust, like the thin. I wouldn't even call it thin, but it's the non deep dish version, shallow dish, and I think it's pretty good. But it's not something that I would like rank above Buffalo, New York, or New Jersey, but it's good. Also, oddly enough, there was a gigantic sheet pizza from some place in Salt Lake City that I enjoyed it quite a lot. Oh, Ben, you better watch your back. You might end up in a baddie bag over that one. A baddie bag? What happened to my mouth? There's no such thing as Detroit pizza. That's coming directly from Detroit native Kevin Nash. Brian says, guess what time it is? I think it's time to roast this bone. But I don't know. Billy asks, spicy or sweet pizza sauce? So I like something in the middle. I don't like too sweet. I hate the people that put fucking sugar in their spaghetti sauce or nuts or their marinara, whatever the fuck. Jesus Christ, the Western New York just fell out of me there. Spaghetti sauce. But yeah, I don't know. So, and like, I don't want like fucking pizza fra diavolo. So just a little, little spice, a little like sweetness from the tomato, like the natural sweetness in the tomatoes, and or the onions and shit. Man, I don't know. Apparently, like it's a thing that you can get away. There is a level of sugar you can get away with in a sauce that like it's in there, but you're not tasting it. But it apparently does cut the acidity. So people with like acid reflux and shit will pull stuff like that. I don't like it if it's sweet, obviously, but I'll know dog. What else did I have on the agenda? I guess I'm just not going to talk about this fucking wedding, man. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's Sean McManus. I can't believe he actually made a show. That went to a shitty Breeders impression pretty quickly. But I'm fucking glad to see you there, Sean McManus. It's been a minute. It's been an age. Christian says acid reflux is not an ailment. It's an excuse. I don't know, man. I had some over the weekend. I just powered through it, brother. Billy says, when I grow tomatoes for sauce, I do 90% Roma and the rest whatever. Roma have a bit of sweetness naturally. Yes, sir. Brian says, steak special sauce in his pizza. Ooh, gosh. Ooh, gosh. But, so, yeah, last weekend, not the one that we just had, but I went to a wedding for my girlfriend's cousin. Meant to talk about it last week and ran out of time. So we'll run a little long today so we can get this out of the way. Sorry. Cunt. I'm so unprofessional and I don't care. So, first of all, this was like fucking like a top-notch rich people wedding. 3-day affair. Had like a whole dinner to start the night or start the event on Friday night. Did the wedding ceremony, big reception. Like they even had it set up. They rented out like the banquet part of a bar in the little fucking neighborhood for after the reception. And then Sunday there was a nice brunch, and my computer is freaking the fuck out. I don't know why. Can you guys see this? Does this show up for you guys? Like it's freaking out in a way that I've never seen. I don't know what to do about it. Like, how does the video look? Let me pull up YouTube. Let's see what the video's doing. Like, is it just time for me to stop? Oh, God. Oh, listen to that. Now I'm live. Good. So, that looks fine. Oh, God. So, I could keep doing the show while it freaks out. Who cares? Isn't it weird to watching yourself while you watch yourself? But, yeah, I can't fucking do this. This is very distracting. Wedding talk will be next week. But there's a couple things that I do want to get out of the way. Some purchases I've made. I did get the new Criterion Collection edition of Arsenic and Old Lace. Very good movie. Very funny old fucking comedy. It's vaguely horror related. Like, there's bats and shit on the cover of it. But like I've always thought that would be a good thing to like. Maybe you don't make a full movie out of it, but you could definitely like redo this like in a Tales from the Crypt type way, where it's more in horror sway than like the comedy's kind of like backlit a little more. But I ain't the guy to fucking make that happen. So I don't know. Maybe you guys should fucking check it out. You don't gotta get the Criterion Collection. Rent it on YouTube or something. That'll be fine. That'll get you through, and then write the fucking remake. And just give me a little finder's fee, a little credit, a little something. And then something that I got well after some of the other the fans I know. Return of the Living Dead 4K. Glad to have it. Really had to fight myself from getting the big package from Scream Factory. Ooh, a big package from Scream Factory, but luckily I was able to do so. I figure, listen, Gutter Garbs is on a streak. You've bought almost every release they've had all summer. You need to just get the movie. You don't need all the fucking fancy shit. You don't do anything with the pins. You don't, and you know that. So don't get them. You're not going to put the poster up. You're never going to buy the frame for it. You're lazy. And you're stupid. Just get the movie. Just watch the movie and stop thinking. Because you're not good at it. It looks great, by the way. I have looked at it. I haven't popped Arsenic and Old Lace in yet, but maybe I'll do that after we're done here and report back. So let's get that out of here. All right, what else do we got? Some of these things we can just fire off. Conjuring 4 is in production. The stars, Patrick Wilson and that one broad from New Jersey, whatever her name is. They're both returning. What's his face is, I think, James Wan producing. He probably should direct it, but he won't. And that's that. I'm excited for it. I know a lot of people didn't like the third Conjuring, but I like that one a bunch too. Should probably revisit it to make sure that's still how I feel. I went to the Indian reservation over the weekend and got me some marijuana. And I was just thinking how funny it would be if there was like a price club, like a bonus club member. Here's your little card. You can save a nickel. Like if they just had one, hey, come on our land. We'll make you pay less money. I don't know. I must have been high when I fucking typed that up. It was funny to me at the time. I'm sorry. We're not doing that one. There's something called Hair Tales on Hulu. It's about black women's hair. Seems kind of dumb and something that maybe should have been made 10 years ago because no one gives a fuck about their hair now. They can wear it all fucking kinds of fun ways, the dreads, the fucking just let it poof out. No one's asking you to flatten your hair, straighten your hair, whatever it's called. Get over yourself, huh? Oh boy, we'll get to that one. That's evergreen. I can do that at a different time. But we're done. I can't see your fucking comments, so I can't really help you. I can't answer any questions, do anything. I gotta try to get, you know what? Fuck. I have no way to do this. This is gonna be fun. You wanna watch me end the show stupidly? Yeah, I haven't. That didn't help. This is fucking gay. Oh, I think I got it. Will I be able to get it done? It's not this one. Stop touching. Stop moving. All right, guys. Take care till next time. And remember, as always, Iris loves you.